Hey, 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 good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Friday. I hope you guys had an amazing day today. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. If you are already chat family with me, welcome back. Okay, I am your girl, Pandy of Pandy's Hair Candy and More. Over here, for the most part, this channel is based on my love of hair, both my natural hair care journey as well as my love for wigs, right? So, tonight, I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Trendsetter Talks with Pandy. This is a 30-minute short self care boost to jumpstart your weekend. Okay. So, right now, it looks like I don't know if my camera is doing something funky. I hope it's not. But let me just check one more area. As I look here on another device, this is a short, brief live stream. So I appreciate y'all being here on a Friday night. It was a long, trying weekend, or not weekend, but week for me. So I'm happy that the weekend is here. The holidays are approaching. And it's Friday night, so I'm not going to be here long. I just came on really quick to discuss a few personal self-care tips, something to help jumpstart in your mind and your spirit to help you get motivated to do something special for you as this weekend approaches. So often, we're looking out for everybody else. We're looking out for our kids. We're looking out for our husbands. Our boyfriends, our fiancés, our girlfriends, our wives, whatever have you. We are always putting ourselves on the back burner. And so it's very near and dear to me to always remind you to put you first. You can't do anything for anybody else if your cup is always running on empty or your tank is on E. Okay. So tonight I have a few simple tips, and that's it. And feel free to chime in the chat. Your engagement is always appreciated. So I want to say welcome to those of you who are joining me here in the live chat, and shout out to those of you who are tuning in and catching the replay, gang. I really appreciate that support. If you find that at the end of this content or commentary you enjoyed the channel, please do two things for me. Number one, blow dry on the like button. That is done by giving a thumbs up on the video. That actually helps to let this platform know that you are enjoying the content so that they can push my content and my videos into the algorithm, and maybe more viewers will check me out and become aware with the channel. And number two, if you are not already subscribed, what are you waiting on? Please hit that subscribe button. It is free 99. It does not cost you anything to do so. All right, so without further ado, guys, again, I have a few simple self-care tips. This I want to call my 30-minute power boost session. Just a little something to get your gears going, get you motivated so that, you are making sure that you're taking care of self and, keeping up with that, because I know how easy it is to get caught up in the day-to-day activities, especially if you are like me and you still work a full-time job. Then you got to come home, run your household and your family. It can be very exhausting. It can be very overwhelming. And especially when you have hectic work weeks like the one I just had. So I think it's very important to come back and just, remember to treat yourself with some serious self-love, and prepare yourself for a rejuvenating weekend. So just to clear up any misconceptions on what is self-care and why it's important. So self-care to me is any kind of intentional activity that you do or we do, I do, you do, to take care of our mental clarity, our emotional, and our physical well being. Just that. So it doesn't always have to be a trip to the spa or going to get a facial, going to get manicured, pedicured. It doesn't always have to be that. Now, of course, those things are great. Those things are amazing. And we love to do those things for ourselves. And sometimes that is self care. But sometimes self care can be just sitting back and unplugging from social media and just taking a 30-minute break off of social media. Giving yourself that moment of silence to, like, come out of the virtual realm, and deal with you in your natural life. That could be self-care. So it can vary depending on what your situation is, right? It could be anything from taking a relaxing bath. Some people do yoga. Some people like to go spend time in nature, or, enjoy whatever your favorite hobby is. That is all self-care. And what self-care really does is it really is designed to help us reduce our stress levels. Number one, so we don't burn out. And number two, just to give our energy levels a boost, so that we're not operating below par. We're actually operating and walking in our true and natural God-given purpose and being the blessing that God intended for us to be, right? So, again, I am Pandy of Pandy's Hair, Candy, and More. I want to thank you all for joining me on tonight. Let's hop right into this without any further ado. And again, feel free to chime in at any time if you have any questions, or you just simply want to put some feedback in. Maybe of a tip that really works for you to kind of help bring down your stress levels after a hectic week. Please feel free to put that in the chat. You never know who that might be a blessing to. And without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. I got just a few here. Again, this is a 30-minute live, so I'm not going to be here before you long. I'm just going to share a few, right? Because there are many of like 5-minute, 1-minute, 3-minute self-care activities that we can do that literally have a huge impact on our personal well-being. So don't ever feel like, I'm super busy. I really just don't have time to squeeze in self-care. That is insane. We need to make time if that is the case, right? But the bottom line is we're never too busy for self-care. Hey, Rain, happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here, and happy holidays to you as well. Always a pleasure to see you. Y'all, I know I'm looking, listen, don't even trip. I was in the process of twisting my hair and I fell asleep. Okay, and guess what? I had to go to work. So I just put these two pom-poms in and made it do what it do. Okay, but yes, thank you so much for being here, Rain. I hope that your week was well. I hope that you had an amazing Friday. And again, thank you so much for being here. This is just my quick 30-minute self-care power boost to a fabulous weekend, because I feel like, in particularly as women, we take on so many burdens and often we put ourselves last. Hey, Melissa, happy Friday, y'all. And also, guys, I am working towards rebuilding my watch time hours. In full transparency, I have been sharing with you guys the Y2 powers that be deemed my channel for demonetization. I can reapply in about a month or so. And in an effort to make sure that I went and did a deep dive on my channel to make sure that I got rid of anything that could be considered reused content. Okay. So, and in doing that, it caused me to lose watch time hours. So obviously, whenever you go back to reapply, you need to have at least your 4,000 watch time hours. So right now, I am currently about 200 hours shy of that. So if you ever want to be a blessing in helping me to reestablish my monetization, which I maintained for 4 straight solid years, all you can do, or all you have to do to help me, is run a playlist. I have 20-hour, I have 5-hour, 10-hour, 50 hours on up to 5-day playlists on my channel. So definitely you can support in that way. And because my monetization is temporarily suspended, the only monetary, what is the word I'm looking for? The only monetary form of celebrating and donating to this channel is through Cash App. So, all right, guys, now let me jump back to tonight's topic, and that is, oh, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. And thank you, Rain said I look youthful. Rain, thank you. Thank you. I'm 49, and it has been like an eye-opening experience. I'm like, ooh, I'm almost 50 years old. I got to get on top of things. But, you know, coming home from a crazy, and Melissa, that was me in your bushes listening to you and your daughter. Just now, I was in there for minutes before I came live. And I was like, well, dang, I don't want to really drop down because I'm not going to be able to stay. But I was in there for about 10, 15 minutes listening to the scary movie and what your daughter's reaction was. So, yeah, that was me, girl. Hey, Miss T Velocity, happy Friday. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming in and supporting. I really appreciate it. So this is an episode of Pandy's Trendsetter Talk with Pandy. This is my 30-minute self-care power boost, just sharing tips on things that we could do to kickstart our self-care and self-love for the coming weekend. Because like I was just saying, you know, we put everybody else in the forefront. Oh, thank you so much, Miss T Velocity. I really, really appreciate it. And you've been over there doing the darn thing too. Miss Tiva, you know, every time you go live, just know that I'm always there. I usually be at work, but I be having my earbuds in, getting my entire life, okay? I said, oh, they don't know who they playing with. Miss Tiva ain't finna play with them, okay? Baby. But anyway, let me get back on tonight. So, yeah, you guys know as women, we put our families first, we put our children first, our grandchildren, work come first, you know, everything come first. And then the day has gone and we are drained, we're exhausted. And it's like, okay, it's time to refill my cup, you know, because I got to do this whole thing again next week. Okay. So like I was just saying, there are plenty of 5-minute self-care activities that we can do that really do have a large impact on pouring back in and basically rejuvenating. And I feel like a Friday night is a good time to kind of share those tips just so that you can have them in the forefront of your mind going into the weekend and you can remember to do something special for you. So let me share because, like I said, there are a few good reasons why self-care is important and how it benefits us. And let me share what those are. Number one, it reduces stress and anxiety. Nobody wants to be walking around stressed out. You know, anxiety is a BI, right? Nobody wants to be walking around all uptight, anxious, depressed, you know, unsure, overwhelmed, or anything. You know, that heaviness that comes on us when we're just, you know, we've been through the fire and we don't know how to get back to our Zen place. Self-care activities can boost our energy levels, can improve our mood. It encourages us to make healthier choices. It improves relationships with others. It supports healthy mindset habits, and it reduces our likelihood of burning out, right? So now let me tell you this, what self-care isn't. A lot of people do assume that self-care needs to be some big ordeal. Oh, it needs to be a $500 trip to the spa, or I need to go to get the finest manicure and pedicure. No, those things are wonderful, especially if you have the means to do it. And every once in a while, we all like to splurge on ourselves because that is a form of self care, but it is not the only form of self care. And sometimes, like I said, a 5 minute activity is all you need. It could be something as simple as taking a walk, or going to the gym and exercising, getting on the treadmill or the elliptical for 15 to 30 minutes and just burning that stress off naturally. Hello, the mother and daughter duo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Wanda, Miss Destiny. Thank you, ladies, for coming in. Happy Friday. It's simply the intentional act of doing something that makes you feel good about you and who you are. It really makes you tap into, your heart, your spirit, and say, especially if we're on this social media, I'm going to be the first one to admit we consume a lot of negativity on social media, and there's no judgment. We watch a lot of craziness, right? We consume a lot of craziness. We listen to it in our earbuds. And a lot of times it is so far off from what we do in our real life. Many of us are professionals. But on social media, pretty much anything goes. And sometimes, if you're not careful and you're over consuming that thing, it will get in your spirit and that can burn you out. So sometimes you need to just really take a 5 minute, take a 30 minute, or even a day or a week off and unplug from the social media. Or if you simply just must be on social media, venture off to other areas that are more peaceful, more relaxed, more chill, more laid back, maybe even more fun, less drama. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved the drama a little bit, but sometimes we have to disengage for our own mental clarity, right? So yeah, you need breaks. And here is a few tips. I got some notes on things that we can do that are inexpensive to free 99 and that will really help you to do all of those things. Reduce stress, reduce anxiety, tap into your inner peace, and just show yourself some love and appreciation for all that you do. All right. So here's a list. All of these things are designed to help you relax, rejuvenate, and recharge, and they're wonderful on the weekends, okay? Because you can really many of us are off on the weekends. You don't have to work. If you do, you can still squeeze these activities in. And again, let me look at my time. All right, we're doing good on time. No more than 30 minutes for these talks. Number one, a bubble bath. Now, some people, which is kind of weird to me, say, oh, I don't like to take baths. Baby, I love a good Calgon bath. And yes, I went old school and I said Calgon because I don't care what nobody say. Calgon will have your skin right. Okay, soft, silky, refreshed. Put you a little Epsom salt and some essential oil in there. And the aromatherapy and the water, light you some candles. You will get out feeling like a new person. Trust me. And I remember growing up as a little girl, the Calgon commercials, the lady would come on and say, Calgon, take me away. Yes, Calgon will take you away from everything for that little minute while you're in that bubble bath. So that is one great tip that you can take advantage of. Another one is spend some time doing intentional journaling. Write out what your thoughts and your feelings are on whatever the situation is. It could be how your week went. It could be a situation where you feel like somebody wronged you. It could be a prayer or, a conversation to your most high. It doesn't, there is no rhyme or reason, but journaling is a really good therapeutic way to actively do self-love, and self-care. Because you're actually having a conversation, you're vocalizing, you're putting it out there, you're manifesting what it is that is in your heart You're putting it pen to paper and then read it out loud. I'm telling you, it does something on the inside and it just kind of like renews and refreshes you. So that one is one of my favorites. Try it. Another one, again, this has to do with unplugging from social media and just sitting down and simply putting on the TV. Watch a TV. Watch a movie. Put it on Lifetime. Or if you like me, I like the old black and white movies, okay? The old Westerns. Watch something for, 30 minutes to an hour to take your mind off of whatever is going on and just get you some pure organic entertainment in your life. It'll change everything. You'll feel better. Thank you, Miss Tiva. It wasn't really a look I was going for, but baby, it's the look I had to deal with today. Okay. So I appreciate that. Enjoying my natural hair, no wig. It's been a minute, but I gotta finish twisting it up. So I had to ponytail it. Here is another one. This is a good one. Take a nap. Take a nap. Do you guys not know there have been times on social media where I will be listening. I'm the first to admit, I'm always in the clouds of something. I know everything that's going on. I've been around the sectors for years. I'm privy to everything. I don't necessarily drop down and participate in everything, but I could tell you everything that's going on. Hey, Itsy Bitsy! Happy Friday! I caught your video as well, Itsy Bitsy. Thank you so much for stopping in. Not Westerns, but old black and white shows. Okay, yes, my mom got me on the Westerns and the old black and white. She loved them. So take a nap. I was saying all that to say this, y'all. I will be in here cooking, cleaning, and doing whatever I'm doing after I come home from work, and I'm listening to someone as I done drove home, I done got home, I done cooked, I done did all that, I done showered, and then I get out, the live is still going, and guess what? I done went to sleep, and the live is still going, and then guess what? When I wake up in the morning, baby, they still be live. They still be live. And it be a lot going on. And it's a lot of sometimes, and not all the time, but a lot of times it be a lot of craziness going on, like arguing, frustration, and and for the life of me, I'd be like, dang, these people ain't been to sleep. These people ain't been to sleep. And what I'm saying by saying all that is, I ain't judging nobody. Everybody's entitled to do what they want to do. But if I don't get my sleep, I'm not going to be right. And so I think taking a nap can really help you. You won't be so uptight. You won't be so angry. You won't be so annoyed. You won't be so ready to pop off on any and everybody because you have rested. You have gave yourself some mental rest. You have gave your body some physical rest. It's necessary. Get your rest. Sometimes that's all the self-care you need. I think I mentioned going on a walk in nature. I have to adjust to that one. I like when I go walk on the track. I walk in my neighborhood, but I'm getting kind of leery of doing that because these folks around here like to let their dogs run loose. And I mean, what are you going to do if a dog come charging at you? I'm very scared of big dogs. So usually I go to the school, which is around the corner from me. I try to stop there some days on my way home and just walk around the track a few times just because as I'm getting older, I realize, and also being a plus size woman, that physical activity is very important, to not only my physical health, but also to my spiritual health. Walking to clear up your lungs, just to give you more energy, to get your heart rate going. There's so many benefits to walking. That is a great form of self-care and self-love. And let me give you another one. and then I'm going to bring this one to a close. And we can put a pin in this for the next session, because again, I want to keep these at 30 minutes. And I really appreciate y'all being here and chiming in the chat. My next one and last one of the evening is have yourself a DIY spa day at home. You can do that, and the weekends are perfect for it. You can, set your little pedicure area up. You don't even have to have one of those fancy foot baths. If you have one, great. But if you don't, maybe you can get you an old school basin from the Dollar Tree, okay? Get you some Epsom salts, whatever essential oils you like. Give yourself a facial, shampoo your hair, polish your nails, just doing that self-care and make it like a spa treatment at home. Have your fruit, your cheese, your crackers, whatever it is that you enjoy, listening to the music, light you some candles, and just indulge in you. Enjoy you, highlight you, make the day all about you, if just for that one day. Saturdays and Sundays are perfect for it, which is why you hear a lot of people saying self-care Saturday or self-care Sunday. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this quick and intimate conversation tonight. Again, I am Pandy of Pandy's Hair Candy and More. Again, over here for the most part, I like to talk about hair. I have been on this journey with my natural hair. I'm finally figuring it out. I am able to showcase it in all its glory and rock it like the crown that it is. However, as a former licensed cosmetologist, I love a good wig, so I talk about that. I talk about products that I enjoy, and usually I bring them here, showcase, unbox, let you guys know where you can find amazing deals at. I talk about trending topics overall. I try to cover a little light entertainment news, but I ain't going too far because I don't need no celebrity trying to come for me because I ain't got it like that, okay? But you know what I'm saying. We cover a wide range of commentary and content on this channel. Hence the name Pandy's Hair Candy and More, because there's so much more than just hair. So again, I really enjoy you guys taking some time out of your Friday evening to come through and check me out and see what I had to discuss. And I hope that you have found some value in the information that I shared. I hope the tips were beneficial. And I hope to see you guys again the next time. Now, if you guys enjoyed this, please don't forget to blow down the like button for me if you didn't do that on your way coming in. And if you can, please share it out. You never know who might enjoy the video. Also, I want to say a special thank you to those of you who said that you would go ahead and run one of my playlists for me. I really, really, really appreciate that because I feel like I kind of got stiffed on this whole little suspension thing, but ain't no sense in crying over spilled milk. It is what it is. The powers that be have made their decision. They spoke, and it is what it is. I have over 2,000 videos on this channel. I've been having my channel for 4 years, so I'm sure there's something there that will pique your interest and keep you entertained. And like I said, I have multiple variations of playlists all on my homepage. So anything you can do would be much appreciated to help me, because when I go back to reapply, I want to have those hours intact. Okay. So you guys, thank you. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and I will see you all in the next video, guys. Have an amazing weekend. And I'll see y'all in these streets. And if y'all go live, those of you who are content creators, y'all know I will be through to support you as well. All right, guys. On that note, I am going to bring this one to a close. Bye-bye, guys.